making a little bit of beef jerky. Got some top round. Made my sauce that everybody knows how to make. Put it in here about 20 hours ago. Some people say 3 hours is fine. I like to go all night. I froze it, cut it up myself. Now we're doing the thing where we pull it out of the marinade and pat it down. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna do that off the camera. And I know the internet doesn't need another beef jerky video, but I do something just a little bit different than I've seen on some others. So I thought I'd show you what I do. Of course, this is regular thing here where you pat this dry, because we're now in the process where we're going to dry this out, so we might as well start with getting that stuff off. Here's what I do a little bit different. Is I take, and to start with, I put mine on parchment paper. And that is to protect my screen from getting nasty, because I also do fruit and dry some other things on that parchment. Okay. So let me go ahead and continue this off camera. So these are just these regular screens that you've seen, drying screens for my oven. Parchment paper to suck up some of that liquid so I don't gunk this up, so when I make bananas it doesn't taste like beef jerky. So let me finish this. And there's the end of it. And my marinade is just regular old, soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, garlic powder, onion powder, the regular stuff everybody puts in there, salt and pepper and stuff like that. And like I say, you've got to, if you buy your own and you want to cut your own, I like to freeze the meat, and it makes it easier to cut. And I did that. And so let's get, you're building a jigsaw puzzle over here. So we're done with that part. And you want to throw that marinade away. You don't want to get trying to reuse that stuff. You get yourself botulism. And there's my meat rack there. Enough for one nice batch for one guy. Then slide that in at 170. Let that cook on the parchment paper for about an hour. Then we'll come and flip it and let the parchment paper absorb some of the juices to not nasty up our grill, and then we'll take it and put it on the grill, and I'll show you when I do that. We're at 170 on that. Okay, of course it's not very hot. Okay, so the tops of these are all dry, and what I do is I just flip them. You see the bottoms are still kind of wet, but all the tops are nice and dried off. You can see the parchment paper has absorbed some of the moisture. You can see the difference in the dryness. And as opposed to putting that wet on my racks, I'm putting it on the parchment paper. Learned that with doing some bananas. Or before I did the bananas, I looked it up and I didn't want to get my nice racks all messed up. So I came up with this idea. Okay, so that's step two. In a second, or an hour or so, we're going to come back. We're still at 150 there. And we're going to pull that off the parchment paper and just leave it right on the dry. And it's about another hour, and we're still at 150. Okay, so now comes the part where we just take this parchment paper and serve this purpose. And now, we just scatter the beef jerky. So now the juices are all dried off of the jerky. I did drop a piece there, but you know, you can eat this jerky now. Kind of chewy. I like a little more dried than that. And we'll let this go for another hour, maybe two, for night. Then you eat 2 hours. I love the flavors of that. It's so good. A little dry piece here. I knew when I cut these little pieces of the round off, they were going to be yummy because I was cooking it. So Okay, we'll slide it back in and let it go for another hour, hour and a half. And it's been about another hour and a half. And I'm gonna call this done. Looks like some disappeared while I was cooking it. Must have evaporated. Or I ate it or something. And that's how you do that. And then I throw that into, I put it on a plate and get it cooled down on a paper towel, between a paper towel and the refrigerator. And then after it's cooled down after that, then I throw it into a Ziploc bag, and it doesn't last long. So that's how I do that. Here's the parchment paper that I had it on, and everything on that would have been on my rack, which is not now. And I occasionally wash these racks too, just to keep it clean, but if I can keep that off my rack and off my bananas and peaches and different things that I dry out, then I'll be happy. So parchment paper is pretty cool. Okay, that's it. Bye.